Hey everybody, it's Sal with Gun Barrel Coffee. Thanks for joining us live, which it's live now and then it'll be on repeat later. So, anybody got any topics? Actually, I can see. Is it? I can't. Well, so I need glasses to see what's going on. Look like Jenny. I can't. I'm sorry, Davis. I don't have my glasses, so I don't. Oh, wait a second. Oh, those are sunglasses. I had to. Well, I said, thanks for joining us. It's Gun Barrel Coffee. It's episode 66. And just want to say a big thank you to everyone who dropped off clothing. I put out there, we're taking donations for the Ukrainian refugees and people in that country. A lot of people brought in a lot of clothes for us. It was great. The vehicle was filled, and I even still have some more people bringing us more stuff. So somehow I'll get it out there tomorrow too. Tomorrow's the last day of the drive. You can see it if you're in the area, anywhere near Carroll Stream. It's not a long drive from the Tri-City area. Go over there, help them out. It's a big operation they're doing. It's pretty cool. They cleaned out my car in like 2 minutes. There's a bunch of them grabbing stuff. But what I will do here, if you join us on Facebook, I will bring you on if you'd like to. You can chat for a few minutes, not the whole time. I'm probably going to do about a half-hour show. Got a lot of stuff to get done. If you're wondering where Brian's at right now, Brian is at the Kane County Flea Market. He's doing the show out there. It's Saturday and Sunday today we'll start at noon till 5, and tomorrow it's 7:30 to pretty much 2:30. Anything really after 2:30, it's pretty much kind of deadish over there. You know what I mean? Because it closes at 3. Adam, it's good to see you, brother. Still in Germany? Or unless you're near the, well, damn, you're supposed to be retiring, so you might get your orders to say no. Maybe get shipped off someplace else. Now, in my opinion, what's going on over there in Ukraine, should they have a no-fly zone? It'll help protect. But the other part of the no-fly zone, too, is if Russian fighters go into that no-fly zone, who's going to fire, the friendly, well, can't say friendly forces, NATO or American forces going to fire on that Russian jet fighter that goes in that area, right? It's going to be really a no-win situation. It sucks. I know these got pushed into, I think, being into the EU, their application. Great, just for them to put their application in, they had been attacked. 5 more months. Well, when you get here in 5 months or 6 months and you settle up and get to enjoy some time with the family, we'll go out for a drink. Yeah, it's just it's crazy over there. The president of Ukraine can talk. The prime minister or the I think they have prime minister too, or their lady who's here, trying to help with Ukraine. She was over there at the president's speech thing for the nation. Sounded more like doom and gloom for everybody. Yeah, and all of a sudden gas prices jump up. I think the average here now I've seen about $4.20 a gallon. So some places, are higher, some places are lower. I know those West Coast gas stations are probably getting higher, especially in the city of Chicago. Those prices almost hit $5 there. So if anybody, Adam, you can come on the show. You can just chime right in. You can keep the lights down low so you keep it romantic for each other. Besides that, there's not too much. You said Brian is at the flea market. He'll be there Sunday. I'll be there Sunday. We got the 2 new roasters set up. So we just doubled our capacity. A nice venting system that actually, so now I don't get smoked out of here when we're roasting. Sometimes the smoke in here would just get thick as peanut butter. Sometimes you got to open up windows and throw fans, and you're trying to roast and deal with customers, and it's smoky. You're trying to No, a good chem mask would work, but besides that, no. Um, who else? VWS. Damn, I can't see the stuff on there on the. I see everybody's waving. Thank you on Instagram, Facebook. Uh, what else we got going up? Lots of shows starting up. Uh, don't forget GAT in Dundee next Sunday. Next Sunday, Brian will be up there. He'll work up there Sunday. I'll do the gun show, and then after the gun show here, King County, I'll go help him out over there. But yeah, he's already texting me saying, "Gosh, I think I even left the ringer on." So, bring more coffee. All right, hold on. I'll get it there tomorrow. I still got to take down some of my Christmas blow-ups that are still in my yard. They're not. No, I got them turned on today so they can dry off a little bit. So, anybody got any comments or want to talk about anything? You can join us on Facebook or YouTube. You can click in the invite for StreamYard and come on. I'll be more than happy. Let's see. Oh, I have something else came up there. I can't. Why is writing got to be so small? Or eyes got to be so bad, right? Jesus. I'll just stick to saying hi to everybody on there. I can see good here because it's close up. You have Russia threatening with nuclear weapons. I mean, that's mutual destruction for everybody. He wants land. You don't want to kill off all your people. Oh, the link is not working. Gun Barrel Coffee. I do not know what link it is. Says it's live. Oh, the link is not working. Let's see. Let's try another. Let's make a copy. Should work. Everybody else is using it. Paste. And then pop that back on. I mean, I would try it, but I'd just be talking to myself, which would be very interesting. Can I do that through the computer with this camera and then do it through this camera? I just give myself one big hug then. All right. So see if those are working. StreamYard should be working because StreamYard's been pretty good, unless Russian hackers are already messing around with stuff. I've already seen some stuff messing up. Like our POS system has been a little slow. Didn't work for like 2 hours. Payments, some computer stuff. So Adam's asking, as a veteran, what is your thoughts about the politicians wanting to send troops to Ukraine? Now, see, as a veteran, I mean, those people are going to be slaughtered. I mean, Adam, that's a good question because you're right there. Do any one of us want to see our men and women die in battle? No. Don't want to, but Russia did a thing to a country, to Ukraine, unprovoked. I mean, Ukraine's been following the rules. They gave up their nuclear weapons. They got didn't join NATO, didn't join the EU, or they kept on getting turned down by the EU. But now the EU wants them in there, right? If you could set up a no-fly zone in the middle, cut the country in half, would Putin be happy with that? I don't know, but should it? Veterans, if they went in as NATO and everybody goes in, and it's just not us, I think I'd be okay with it. UN, the UN, that'd probably take months of bullshit talking over there to get anything going. Then everybody's got to wear nice blue helmets and blue flak vests or whatever they wear. And probably put a feather in their hat and call it Yankee Doodle. And if you didn't know, the Italian army, only certain units wear feathers in their hats. It's a tradition from back from the 1800s or 1700s. But I don't know what other veterans think out there. Should we send, troops there? Oh, It's Jennifer. I can see that. Hey, Jennifer. Hope you and the family's doing good. Um, I think a lot of veterans. I don't know. I mean, I know they have the Foreign Legion armies. Anybody who wants to join the fight that they can cross over the border can do that. I saw something about 6 American speaking guys were trying to cross over the border. But I know they're already saying, heard something about this morning that there's a company out there. It's a lady who owns the company. She's got like 3 or 4 3D printer companies out there, and they're 3D printing guns so they can have guns there. They don't have any guns. I don't know if they have a lot of ammo over there, because by now, it doesn't take long to, you're going to get 2 magazines and you have a semi-automatic weapon, and it doesn't take much for 60 rounds or 29 rounds in each one, because you really don't put in 30, you put in 29 so you don't jam. So you can fight. 60 rounds is nothing, even at full combat loads that the Americans usually do to the 260 or 280 rounds. Then the saw gunner carries 800 rounds. I'm not sure what a 240 Bravo guy carries. But I mean, at least in Ukraine, they've got the people there that are fighting. I mean, yes, I know the president, if you're 18 to 60, you can't leave the country. But a lot of people aren't leaving the country. They say goodbye to their loved ones and they go into battle or do something, right? Got a lot of people pitching in. Damn. Usually 1,000 rounds for the 240 Bravo. Yeah, but you got somebody that helps you carry that stuff too. I mean, I know in Iraq we were carried 800 rounds with the saw. The saw is a good little. Yeah, the 240. Yeah. Well, lead is life there in any battle, because once you start running out of ammunition, you have to pull out your knife. That's spelling trouble. But those guys over there are really, you have the gunner assistant. Yeah. They're really fighting over there. I mean, they're really giving them some hell. But when you're going up against tanks and semi-well-trained soldiers over there, I guess the southern ones are better trained than the northern guys. Russian army, not Ukrainians. But I just heard something about an old lady off of her apartment building threw a chair, I think it was a chair, at one of the drones and hit it. From her balcony, threw a chair and hit a drone, a Russian drone. Russian drone. That was just like, wow, wouldn't that be something to see, went over there in Carol Stream, dropped off a bunch of stuff. I think they're Ukrainians. Their accents, stuff like that. There are a lot of the foreign speaking, but a lot of them all together speaking and doing a good job at the food, at the clothing drive there. What else? I mean, anybody else got any questions? I'm more than happy to give you my opinion. That of not of the President of the United States. But I probably could do better than Pamela, whatever her name is, going to Europe. But if, I would say stop buying Russian oil. Yeah, it's going to hurt us in the gas prices. Let's see, Adam, saw a report that 280 of 300 javelins that have been fired have hit Russian armor. Yeah, those javelins are just something else. I mean, you fire them off, they come up, and then you hit the top of the tanks or armored vehicles, because most times the tops aren't heavily armored. Usually sides and front and backs are. I think underneath is pretty, but the tops aren't. The javelin's just an amazing weapon. Stinger missiles. Hey, those things have been taking down some Russian fighters and helicopters. I don't know. Could you use a javelin if you point at it at a helicopter? Would it work if it's close enough? That's a very good. I don't know. But I was watching something on YouTube. It was 50 T90 tanks versus 50 Javelins, guys. And I mean, within seconds, I mean, most of the tanks were out of commission. It was just one of those, you know, scenario things where they did it real quick and they were done. You know, it was just something to watch. And then I'm trying to see here if anybody got any questions there on Instagram. Nah, I can't. No, I don't see any. And yeah, there's been so many reports. You know, both sides, I will say, probably lie about a little bit of something, right? Who are you going to believe? You don't know until you get confirmation. Like they were saying, the nuclear power plant there, the biggest one, was on fire, but it wasn't. You know, I understand that they got to, you know, keep the Ukrainian fighters, you know, I mean, they're just doing everything. I mean, they're driving by, well, they're even stealing tanks. I mean, when they can. A lot of the Russian equipment is breaking down. Old tires are blowing up. Tracks just falling apart. Soldiers with bad MREs that are way outdated and no good. They, you know, an army, you know, you have to feed an army to make an army work. One of the things Napoleon had a problem with when he invaded Russia and probably retreated too. So when your army has to go out of their protective area into houses and farmlands to find food, it's not a well prepared army. They're not the Soviet Union of the 70s and 80s that were projected power. Most likely, kind of gives an excuse for China to get to Taiwan, possibly, or China's going, well, maybe we can't afford all these sanctions, which they could. I mean, if we stop buying Chinese stuff, that'd be great, and have stuff made back in America. But then we'll have people bitching about how much American stuff cost, right? You know, these pair of sunglasses probably made in China. I don't remember. They're Ray-Bans, most likely made in China, right? Good glasses. I've had these. These are probably my oldest. I probably had these since 2010. I've had these sunglasses. I bought them down in Florida when I was down there for spring break. Just to go visit friends, not really be a spring breaker. Yes, hi, Mom. I see you. So these glasses worked really well. They've got some wear and tear on them, but I don't know, always picky. I really don't lose sunglasses too much. Always make sure where they're at. Sort of like when you're in the Army, you know, you got to make sure your weapon is within arm's reach. You know, if it's not within arm's reach, it's too far. Always funny when you see the lanyard for the pistol, right? You got to have the lanyard for the pistol so you don't lose it. Which, I don't know, you need a pretty long lanyard to do a bunch of stuff. I don't know. As you saw in the video last week, me and Brian and I were at the gun range just having a little Sunday fun, shooting off some rounds. And I don't know, has anybody tried using the link? I don't know. If it is, it is. It isn't, it isn't. So I'm not going to make this very long. Who wants to hear me talk the whole time? What else we got? Weather's really nice here today. Everybody sees it. Over 60, almost 65, 70 degrees. Beautiful. Be a little cold tomorrow, I think. A little rainy. Yeah, well, it's Midwest weather for you. And we have, well, you can see here, we do have some of our coffee, Space Force, and Battleship. And I might even make it shorter than 30 minutes. Who knows? And if I can get stuff from people I can bounce stuff off of, that'd be great. You probably bounce a quarter off my, no, you couldn't bounce a quarter off my belly. It'd probably just sink right in. But would veterans go back? That's the question. Would veterans go back if they were called upon? You know, you're called back to service and you got that paper from the government. Or would they, well, if we went to war with Russia, we'd have to implement the draft. No, probably no ifs, ands, or buts. but we'd be way behind the curve. Because 10 weeks of training, all that good stuff, it would take, I don't know, it would take some time. Should be able to ship out a lot of stuff within, 72 hours for some of the units. Yeah, I would see some guys, wanting to get back in, re-enlist. I wouldn't be surprised if, they're going to try to be hiring mercenaries to go over to Ukraine. Probably not under one of the major groups. I don't know. That's an interesting story because those private armies cost money, right? And Ukraine ain't got any money. I think they said they pay you if they come over. You come over there or do something, just like they did with the Japanese in China, right? With the volunteer Air Force there in China, and I believe there was also ground troops that volunteered. Well, they volunteered, but you were supposed to get paid, right? God, what was the name of the? See, I know Pappy Boyington was in that. Flying Tigers. That's what it was. Flying Tigers. Couldn't remember that one. I just did remember that. So, I guess they would be conscripts. I mean, I don't know. I think most veterans, if they could bring their rifles and they can get ammo, or even if they were handed rifles and ammo there, would probably go. I mean, have helmet and gun in hand, you travel. I guess if they would have got to Italy, I'd probably go there. Like if the Russians just kept on advancing, protect the old motherland. Can't say the fatherland because I'm not there. That's where Adam is. But I haven't. But yeah, most of us veterans are pretty much out of shape right now, right? Except for probably select 20% of the veterans that came out and still do being hua PT and stuff, right? Most of us just kind of become PFCs, proud fucking civilians again. Start eating junk food, let our waistline go. Yeah, my original uniform would not fit me right now. I would have to go next size up. But I would look good in the new uniforms. Especially with the pinks. If you can get the pinks, well, by then, if you're off in the thing, you wouldn't need pinks, right? You'd just be BD. I still call them BDUs, whatever the new name is for the battle dress uniforms. I don't know. I do like the new style. I will admit to that, Adam. And you guys send me a picture. If you have your pinks, I want to see you in pinks. I know it sounds weird saying pinks, right? But the old tacky uniforms from like the 40s and 50s, I think they just look awesome like that. Kind of gives the Marine Corps a run for their money. A little bit, not too much. I think if you try to get a volunteer army, you'd have a lot of veterans that would go, because you had a lot of veterans that went back to even Iraq that volunteered to go back there and fight. There was a few documentaries I saw that they were doing that. Oh, Pamela. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would have to be an all-out war through NATO. I mean, I think if NATO all got together, I think they could really hold back the Russians. The Russians aren't what they used to be. I mean, they're sending reinforcements all the way from the south of Russia to the Pacific. They got to send that, and it's like 17-hour train ride. It's like 11 time zones they have to go through. That's how big Russia is. Even the Chechens they're fighting for the Russians. I think a lot of them have been wiped out. And then there's the Wagner Group, which sounds American, right? The Wagner Group. You think that sounds like, but that's Russian mercenaries or something like that. Kill squads, trying to kill the president of Ukraine and probably whatever parliament people they can find too, right? But even if I believe if the head of, if something happened to the president of Ukraine, it's not like you're going to stop fighting, right? Would you stop fighting if the president of the United States was killed and we were invaded? No, you still keep on fighting, right? Something different with the American forces, right? You can take Polonius private, as long as you tell him to attack or do something, he'll keep going, right? And if everybody in the ranks go down, they'll keep going. You don't have the pinks. Only 5 months left. I'm pretty sad. Well, that's something. Well, you shouldn't have to pay for them. They probably just don't want to give it to you because you're too old and getting ready to get out. But well, I think with that, since with that, I'm gonna end this. 25 minutes, 26 minutes. Hey, enjoy your weekend. Watch this on record when you get time if you're not watching it live. And hey, remember, keep your head on a swivel. I guess keep your thoughts and prayers for everybody in the world, not just for the Ukrainians too, for everybody, because there's there's violence everywhere. There's wars going on that nobody ever talks about that going on, and people are getting killed all the time. So to everybody, hey, have a great day. Keep your head on a swivel, and have a great night.